Hello friends, today let we see engineering mechanics GATE questions from GATE 2014. And we go for the topic. A block of R mass 100 kg. This mass is 100 kg placed on a block of S mass of 150 kg. This mass is 150 kg as shown in the figure. Block R is tied on the wall by a massless and inextensible string PQ. It is tied by a string. If the coefficient of static friction for all surfaces is 0.4, mu value coefficient of static friction is 0.4. The minimum force F needed to move the block S. What is the force required to move the block S? If we go for the concept, when an object moves against a surface, there will act friction force against the applied force. This is applied force and this one is friction force. Let we draw the free body diagram for this component, this system. Free body diagram for block R. This block is tied on the wall, so the tension on the string will act here and weight of the object will act towards downside, that is mass 100 kg into G. Here reaction force will act against the surface R, reaction force RR. So the friction force will act here. Friction force for block 2, mass will act here. Block R is over the block S, so mass of S plus mass of R into G. Normal reaction will act here, R, S. Now we are applying the force here, that is F. The friction force will act against the friction applied force. Friction force S. Here friction force R against the surface. This is the free body diagram for this whole system. Now let me find this friction force for block R. Now friction force equal mu into Rn. Rn normal reaction for object R, mu into mg, because summation of Fy equals 0, so Rn, this Rn is equal to 100 G. This one is mass, this one is gravity. So I written like this. Now apply this value. Mu value is 0.4, mass value is 100 into G, so we will get 100 and 0.4, 40 G friction force for block R. Now let me go for the block S. Friction force equal mu into Rs, that is equal to mu into Ms plus Mr into G, that is equal to mu is 0.4 into Ms 100 kg 150 kg, so 250 kg into G. Now multiply this value inside, 40, 80, so plus 20, G. F or S, friction force on S surface is this value. Now take the surface. Now take the block S. We are applying the force here. We are acting the force here. F friction force for R object will act here, friction force for S will act here. Summation of F of X equals 0, equilibrium equation. So F equal Fr plus Fs. Now apply this value. Total force equal Fr is 40G plus 100G equal 140G. That is equal 140 into 9.81. That is equal to approximately 1400 Newton. So F is equal to 1.4 kilonewton. This value is approximately 1.4 kilonewton. So our option is D is correct option. Let me go for question number 2. A block weight of 200 Newton is in contact with the level plane. This is the block weight of 200 Newton. It's contacting with the level plane. Static and kinetic frictions are static and kinetic frictions 0.4 and kinetic friction is 0.2 respectively. The block is acted upon a horizontal force in Newton. It is acted by some horizontal force, that is P equal 10t. T denotes time in seconds. The velocity in meter per second. What is the velocity it moves? You should find the velocity. Concept. Let me draw the free body diagram for this object. This is the block. Weight 200 Newton is acting towards down 200 Newton. A normal reaction will act perpendicular to the surface, contact surface, that is normal reaction, or we are applying horizontal force P equal 10t. The velocity in meter per second of the block attained after 10 seconds. V equal to what after T equal 10. Now the static friction equal mu static into mass into gravity, that is equal to mu value is 0.4 into mass value, mass into gravity, that is W 200, that is equal to 80 Newton. The friction force is 80 Newton. Static friction is acting in this object, between the object and the surface is 80 Newton. The block will move over when we applying the force over the 80 Newton. So block will move when we are applying greater than 80 Newton. So here we can write this like P equal 10t. So P equal 80 Newton. Now we can assume this 10t equal 80, t equal 8 seconds. So the object will move after 8 seconds. Kinetic friction, let me see the kinetic friction, that is equal mu kinetic into mass gravity, that is kinetic friction is 0.2 into 200, that is equal to 40 Newton. This 40 Newton force is to be applied to maintain uniform motion. Now go for Newton's second law. We know that F equal ma. For this block up to 80 Newton, the object will not move because of the friction. After applying the load above 80 Newton, the object will try to move. This is our object. We are applying the force here, P equal 10t. When we are applying the force, when the object starts to move, friction force will act against this object, that is friction force against the motion. Now the force is 10t minus friction force 10t applied force minus friction force. that is equal mass into acceleration is nothing but change in velocity with respect to time. V equal dx divided by dt. Velocity is changing distance with respect to time. Acceleration is changing velocity with respect to time. So we can write acceleration like this, dv divided by dt 10t. We know that here we should not get confused because now the object is moving, so the friction force is acting against the object. We should maintain this force over this force to make a movement of this object. So we should take this friction, kinetic friction, minus 40, that is equal m into change in velocity with respect to time. So now we can write this equation like this, 10t minus 40 into dt, that is equal to m into dv. Integrate both sides, 10t minus 40 into dt, that is equal m into integration dv. Now integrate this, 10t square by 2 minus 40t. Time varies from 0 to 10 seconds, that is equal m into v. V varies 0 to v. Now apply this value here, 5, 10 square, 100, 100 into 5, 500 minus 400 equal m into v. So v equal 100 divided by m, that is equal to 100 divided by m is nothing but 200 divided by 9.81, that is equal to 100 into 9.81 divided by 200. So m, we will get v velocity as v equal 9.81 divided by 2. So we will get as 4.9 meter per second. This is the velocity. Next question, a mass m1 of 100 kg traveling with uniform velocity v of 5 meter per second along a line collides with a stationary mass of m2 100 kg. After the collision, both mass travels together with the same velocity. The coefficient of restitution is what? We should find the coefficient of restitution. Let's see the concept. Velocity of separation when object moves on a horizontal surface. Velocity of separation is directly proportional to velocity of approach. That is v2 minus v1 equal e into u1 minus u2. This constant is called as coefficient of restitution. Now E equal v2 minus v1 divided by u1 minus u2. Now let's go for the problem. Our object m1 traveling with velocity of 5 meter per second. This is the mass m1 100 kg travels with 5 meter per second. A line collides with stationary mass m2. It is initially being as stationary. u1 equal m2 equal 1000 kg. It's being initially at rest, so u2 equal to 0. After collision, both mass travels with the same velocity. After collision, mass 1, mass 2, m1 and m2, v1 equal v2. After collision, both travels with same velocity. Now apply this v1 and v2 here. E equal v2 minus v2 divided by 5 minus 0, that is equal 0 by 5. So E equal 0. Coefficient of restitution is 0. So option D is correct answer. Next, let's go this question. Here, two members of truss ABC is shown in the figure. The force in kilonewton transmitted in member AB is. We should find the force transmitted in the member AB. Here 10 kN force is applied. Let's draw the free body diagram for this structure. Here force 10 kN is acting. Here the tensile force will be acted at here. So reactions will act like this. FAX, FAY. At this end, the forces will act like this. FCX, FCY. Now take the moment about point A equal to summation of moment equal to 0. 10 kilonewton into 1 meter. The force is 10 kilonewton. 10 into 1 clockwise direction minus FCX into 0.5. There is no any other forces will create the moment here, that is equal to 0. Now FCX equal 10 into 10 divided by 0.5. So FCX equal 20 kilonewton. From the equilibrium equation, summation of Fy equal to 0 for the link here. So from equilibrium equation, summation of f of x equal to 0. So Fcx equal Fax, because this Fcx equal to Fax. There is no any other horizontal forces. So Fax equal to 20 kilonewton. Here 20 kilonewton is transmitted along this horizontal member. Thanks for watching.